All right, breezing through this hour here, trying to bring you all the information you need to know about and all the informational stuff you need to know about. Getting a little ticked lately that the left-wing media keeps finding all these little ticky-tack things to bother our president about. Just the other day, they were talking about someone in the White House referring to this as the Kung flu. And I think it's almost appropriate because everyone I know right now is doing the old song, Kung Flu Fighting. But here's what the president had to say about the Kung Flu statement.
Second question is, there are at least one White House official who used the term Kung Flu, referring to the fact that this virus started in China. Is that acceptable? Is it wrong? Are you worried that having this virus be talked about as a Chinese virus, that might
I wonder who said that.
Focus,
you know who said that?
I'm not sure the person's name, but would you condemn the fact
say
that
the term again?
A person at the White House used the term Kung Flu. My question is, do you think that's wrong? Kung Flu. And do you think using the term Chinese virus, that puts Asian Americans at risk, that people might target them?
No, not at all. I think they probably would agree with it 100%. It comes from China. There's nothing not to agree. Okay, how about the last question? Please go ahead.
All right, I like the way he said it. Well, why do you think I said it was from China? It's from China. And it is. I mean, many diseases over the years are named by the geographic region they came from. SARS, MERS, Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome. Say whatever you want. I don't care what political side you're on. It's a Chinese virus that got out of control, and it's here. All the reasons why it got here we'll cover at another time. I think there's a lot more evil at work than we want to recognize at this point because we're focused on stopping the problem, not looking into the blame game on who did it. But, on the left, they want to talk about the blame game all over the place. It's all about the blame game. Ooh, the president started too late. He didn't. He formed the coronavirus task force on January 29th, 6 days after the World Health Organization said there was no international emergency. Okay? So let filter out the crap, okay, and look for some good out there. One good thing is when we're joined here by my good friend James Dickey, and James Dickey is the chairman of the Texas Republican Party. And James joins us all the time. James, thanks for joining us today on a Liquid Lunch. We really appreciate it in some tough times. How are you, buddy?
It is great to be back with you, John. And yes, we are showing just how resilient and adaptable the American people are, and Texans are, and conservatives are.
So, James, it seems like Texas has actually had a hand in pioneering what will be one of the first corona vaccines. And you guys are doing a heck of a job down there on keeping the incidence rate low. What can you tell me about this new tech corridor down in Texas?
Well, for several years now, Texas has been the number one place for people to flee from oppressive regimes in Massachusetts and California. And we have really built up a talent pool here that with our amazing universities, the University of Texas, Texas A&M, and so many, Rice and Baylor and so many others, we've really built up an amazing talent pool. And between that and a philosophy of conservative policy that doesn't interfere with the market and our ability of people to be creative, it's really produced a fantastic pool that is rising to the occasion right now.
All right. Hey, James, I'm sorry I don't have my 10-gallon on for you. I like to pop it on my head when I have you on. But, you guys only have 140 cases, quite the big state down there. And I wonder if you guys are doing something different than us up here. It seems like all of these liberal states like California and New Jersey and New York, they're taking away all our liberties and freedoms. You guys aren't in any kind of 100% lockdown right now, are you?
We're not in as much of a lockdown, but absolutely our leaders have early on got the message out of don't panic, but be Be a responsible, take personal responsibility, and don't harm others by not spreading. So, not spreading this thing. And the challenge is that you don't really know for a couple weeks later how things are right now. And so the governor has been strongly encouraging everybody to do what you can do your part not to spread this to other people, because the sooner that we can get past that and the lower we can keep that load, the better off everything is, our healthcare system and everything else. But thankfully we are trying to walk that path of respecting personal responsibility but also protecting each other.
James, we're up against it in our final 30 seconds here. Word is out that gun sales are skyrocketing. And
They are.
Thank God we don't have Beto O'Rourke as our gun czar right now.
Amen.
But in Texas, we believe everyone has a right to defend themselves. Some of these emergency orders are actually giving governors the right to limit gun sales. How crazy is that?
That's exactly the opposite of the response we need to have. This is a time when people need to take personal responsibility. The police can't be out as much. They can't be doing as much. People need to defend themselves. And I hope people remember this lesson long after this passes, how important it is that you defend yourself and your friends and your family.
All right, well, my friend James Dickey, you are out there doing all you can to hashtag keep Texas red, and you're always here for us on Liquid Lunch, my friend. I hope the family and everyone stays safe. God bless you, and we'll check back in with you soon.
God bless you. You too.
Thank you, James. All right, we're going to take a quick break right here and get you some news updates from headquarters. And we're coming back right after this. We got Hillary Kramer coming up. We got Lauren Conlon. And my buddy Frankie's going to join me today for quite possibly the last WTF for a little while. So don't miss it. Stay right there. More Liquid Lunch coming up right after this.